Hello. The time has come. Wanted to give a land acknowledgement that thanks to Brian, we found through Linda Ravenswood. This is from her recent book, Letters from California on Cantagora. I acknowledge that my home and birthplace in California exists upon the occupied territory of hundreds of indigenous tribes. This home place has been stewarded by our indigenous ancestors since time immemorial. I acknowledge the Gabrielino and Tonga people as the traditional stewards of Tabanga, the unceded territory of Los Angeles. I acknowledge the land and the water. I acknowledge that tribal continuity and community preservation depends upon clean, shared, secure, and sustainable land and water access. I acknowledge the history upon which the state of California has been built, how policies, systems, and structures of spoken and unspoken racism, oppression, oppress and ease, spoken and unspoken racism, oppress and erase people of color. I honor and respect the history of the original inhabitants and places that preceded the founding of Los Angeles, and I am committed to sharing this history in my work. I am committed to continuing the work of kinship, listening, support, and reparation, as well as building long-lasting relationships with Indigenous and other community partners. I am grateful to work for Indigenous peoples and for their continuing flourishing, security, and safety. I offer thanks to our shared ancestors, elders, and relations, past, present, and on their way. Thank you, Linda Ravenswood, for letting us use that.
So we're really delighted to have you all here. This is a very special group of people, so I also want to encourage you to say hello to each other. I'm Lar. My pronouns are they, or them, or theirs. Blair, what are your pronouns?
They and he.
All right. So about the space, this is a community-centered and identity-affirming place, right? This is a little safe space we're creating here today. By queering and reimagining the ritual of baptism, we seek not to reinforce religion, but instead to claim the right of ritual for all humans. So I want to encourage everyone to participate in this at their own speed, from their own beliefs and their own truth, and as feels good to you, right? We are taking things and we are making them powerful for us so that we can go out and we can love even harder, right? So today, we are inviting you into a sacrament of initiation, into community as your authentic self. We invite you into a sign of your forgiveness for sins against your authentic self. We invite you into a beginning of a real and new life in your truth. And we invite you into a beginning of a growth process that leads us to love our authentic self so that it may live in the light. So if you haven't already, before arriving here today, we invite you to consider 3 pillars of your authentic identity. So we'll use these later. You'll have the option to use them later when you affirm and anoint yourself. And as we mentioned in our message, they can be anything. It can be serious, it can be lighthearted, it can be big concepts like truth. One could be one of your pets. Whatever is something that grounds you and makes you feel authentic and rooted in your bones going forward, right? And I want to invite you to take everything we do with you and use it again. There's no end to how many times we can reaffirm ourselves, because there's also been countless times when society has made us go against ourselves. So we can do this all the time. So I invite you to take a minute now. We'll give a little bit of space to think about these three pillars if you haven't already, or if you have, just to sit with them. Put them fresh in your body and fresh on your heart. And Blair is also going to prepare our spring water.
This is not holy. You are holy. This has been infused with an abundance of herbs, stones, and love, and left under the moon. Do not drink it. It's bitter. Feel free to do whatever you want with it, whatever feels meaningful for you. In the religion that I was raised, long before I understood language, long before I could choose my own name, my own gender, holy water was put onto my head, and I was dubbed something that I was not. So this is my humble attempt at reclaiming this, at presenting a different form of water, so that we may crown ourselves in our truth.
So to root us here and in our bodies, which is a place we belong, I'm going to lead y'all through a little bit of body grounding. All right. So it's similar to a body scan, to meditation, and if you've never done it before, there's no way to mess it up. So don't hurt me. And I would just say, yeah, and enjoy being in yourself, and let your mind go where it wants to go, and see how present you can be in your body. We invite you to join us in grounding your body and your heart in this space. I invite you to feel your toes against the ground. You can feel the texture. You can feel what it's like if you breathe all the way down deep into your toes. You can wiggle your toes if you like. Feel up into the ball of your foot, into your heel, and into your ankle. I invite you to repeat after me. These are my feet. These are my feet. Feel up into your calves, and into your thighs. I invite you to repeat after me. These are my legs. These are my legs. Feel into your hips, into your belly. And feel the air inside your chest. You can repeat after me. This is my core. This is my core. Feel your fingers, your hands, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms. A deep breath into your shoulders. You can repeat after me. These are my arms. These are my arms. Feel your neck, your jaw, your mouth, your tongue, your nose. This is my voice. This is my voice. Feel your eyes, your eyelids, your eyelashes. This is my vision. This is my vision. Feel your forehead, your scalp. Breathe into your head. Feel the light coming out the top of it. This is my crown. This is my crown. Thank you for joining me in body grounding. You can stay there all day. All day. And you can keep your eyes closed. You don't have to come back. All right. We're into affirmations. So I'm going to lead you on some affirmations. I will ask you a question. And if you agree, join us all in saying I do after the affirmation. If you don't, then don't, right? And I want to encourage your I do's to come from your core. Be as loud as you would like to, because we are affirming, and affirmations are strong. So I will ask you, do you renounce the spiritual forces of falsehood, reject the oppressive powers of this world, and repent of any sins against yourself? If you join me in saying, I do. I do. Do you accept the freedom and power you have to resist evil, injustice, and oppression in whatever forms they might present themselves? I do. Do you put your whole trust in your grace and promise to honor yourself? I do.
I do.
So now we're getting to the real fun anointing part. Blair and I are going to go first, show you how it's done. Check out this cup.
This is Laura's grandfather's cup, and they're letting me use it because I forgot mine.
I invite you to repeat after me. This is my strength.
This is my strength.
This is my crown.
This is my crown.
I,
What's your name?
Blair. You want to do pronouns?
They and he.
Crown myself
Crown myself
with water
with water.
in the name of,
In the name of
what are your three pillars?
integrity, tenacity, and the Mississippi.
You may anoint yourself. Repeat after me. I claim me.
I claim me.
I help me.
I help me.
I protect me.
I protect me.
And I love me too.
I love me too.
Will y'all join me in giving Blair a round of applause?
Woo!
That worked well. That worked out. All right. They're just gonna come on with. We are all going to do this together, by the way. And if you're not anointing yourself, don't worry. We have activities for you to. Support matters.
If anyone else would like to participate, feel free to raise your hand. I have some very holy solo cups over here. We're good.
And they have one more grandmother bowl. So, as Blair mentioned, you're welcome to do whatever you want with the water when you anoint yourself. You can sprinkle it on your head. You can rub it on your face. You can splash it on your face. You can do anything you want, right?
But drink it, please do not drink it.
You'll have trippy dreams. Yeah, there's a Mike Morton there. If you are here in a supporting role, which we all are, right? We are all here to affirm each other. Every other person in this place, whether you know them or not, is here supporting this idea and supporting you. Y'all, look at the water truck.
Perfect timing.
If you are here to support a loved one, then with their permission, as you saw, I laid hands on Blair. So if you have a support person here and would like them to lay hands on you, then you can ask them. And also they can repeat your name with you if you would like, if you would find that affirming. One last note. We are gonna cheer like crazy when this is all done. You're cheering for yourself. You're cheering for your baby self that didn't get what you needed. You're cheering for your friends who are here and who are not here. You're cheering for all your loved ones and all the things we need. And we are gonna try to scare that squirrel. Just kidding, we love squirrels.
We love squirrels.
All right, everyone ready? Yeah. That squirrel has some great gender magic they're going through, and I'm here for it. All right, I invite you now to take your water, to lay hands, to repeat after me. This is my spring. This is my crown. I. State your name and your pronouns if you want. Crown myself with water. In the name of. List your 3 pillars. I claim me. I help me. I protect me. Oh, and I love me too. That's it. All right. To wrap us up, we are going to have an introduction for the community. This is entirely optional. You can keep everything you did to yourself. But if you would like to be affirmed by the group in your name and your pronouns, we will go through the ritual of introducing you to the community. I think Blair's going to do that for us.
I'm going to do that part.
Yeah.
You be cat.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, this is Ralph, who has generously stepped forward with 8 beautiful indigenous words.
Do you want to introduce? All right, we would like to introduce all of you to Nick. Nick, what are your pronouns? He, him pronouns.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what do we do? Nick.
Oh, yeah.
We have some affirmations for Nick.
Yes.
We will state Nick's name and then repeat after me. So, Nick,
Nick.
we embrace you.
We embrace you.
Nick,
Nick.
we help you.
We help you.
Nick,
Nick.
we protect you.
We protect you.
Nick, we love you.
Nick, we love you.
Would you like to participate? What's your name? Casey. Do you want to use your pronouns?
introduce you to Casey. Casey! Casey, what are your pronouns?
She, her, they, them.
Woo! All right, you ready? Casey?
Casey,
We embrace you.
we embrace you.
Casey?
Casey,
We help you.
we help you.
Casey?
Casey,
We protect you.
we protect you.
Casey?
Casey,
We love you.
oh, Casey, we love you.
We love you. Would you like to participate?
Yeah.
All right. What's your name? Would you like to use your pronouns? We would like to introduce you to Alexis. Using she, they pronouns. Yay! All right. Alexis,
Alexis,
we embrace you.
we embrace you.
Alexis,
Alexis,
we help you.
we help you.
Alexis,
Alexis,
we protect you.
we protect you.
Alexis,
Alexis,
we love you.
Alexis, we love you.
Yay! What's your name? John. Awesome. We would like to introduce you to John. John, what are your pronouns? John's pronouns are he, him. All right, John,
John,
we embrace you.
we embrace you.
John,
John,
we help you.
we help you.
John,
John,
we protect you.
we protect you.
John,
John,
we love you.
we love
We
you.
love you. Would you like to? Yeah, okay, all right. What's your name? And what are your pronouns? We'd like to introduce you to Brian. Brian, you can see their pronouns. Woo! All right, Brian,
Brian,
we embrace you.
we embrace you.
Brian,
Brian,
we help you.
we help you.
Brian,
Brian,
we protect you.
we protect you.
Brian,
Brian,
we love you.
we love you.
Would you like to participate? What's your name? Jasper. Would you like to use your pronouns? That's fine. We would like to introduce you to Kat Espe. Woo! All right. Kat Espe,
Cat Espe,
we embrace you.
we embrace you.
Kat Espe,
Cat Espe,
we help you.
we help you.
Kat Espe,
Cat Espe,
we protect you.
we protect you.
Kat Espe,
Cat Espe,
we love you.
we love you too.
Yay! Would you like to participate? Would you like to participate? Yay! What's your name? Shui, would you like to use your pronouns? She, they. Awesome. We would like to introduce you to Shui! Shui uses she, they pronouns. Yay! All right, ready? Shui,
Shui,
we embrace you.
we embrace you.
Shui,
Shui,
we help you.
we help you.
Shui,
Shui,
we protect you.
we protect you.
Shui,
Shui,
we love you.
we love you.
Would you like to participate? What's your name? Jacob. Do you want to use your pronouns? Okay. Awesome. We would like to introduce you to Jacob. Jacob uses he, him pronouns. All right, we're ready? Jacob,
Jacob,
we embrace you.
we embrace you.
Jacob,
Jacob,
we help you.
we help you.
Jacob,
Jacob,
we protect you.
we protect you.
Jacob,
Jacob,
we love you.
we love you.
Yeah. Would y'all like to participate? No problem. Would you like to? You're good? What's your name? Would you like to use your pronouns? Folks, we would love to introduce you to Ian. Ian uses he, him pronouns. Ian, we embrace you. Ian, we help you. Ian, we protect you. Ian, we love you. Would you like to? Anyone else? Did we get everyone? Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, no, it would be an honor. Quante. And would you like to use your pronouns?
I think just one, two, yeah.
Folks, we would love to introduce you to Quante. Quante, we embrace you. Quante, we help you. Quante, we protect you. Quante, we love you. Yay! Oh, yeah, I haven't got it. We have a minute?
Yeah.
All right, great. All right.
Lawrence. They, them.
Folks, I would love to introduce you to Lawrence. And Lawrence uses they, them pronouns. Hey.
Oh, you know what? I have it.
Woo!
And my pillars are authenticity, community, and voice.
Lawrence, we embrace you. Lawrence, we help you. Lawrence, we protect you. Lawrence, we love you. Yay.
That's it. We just want to thank you all for being here. It's such a special group of people, and I just hope that you take this affirmation out into the world and see who you can pass it along to as well in your life. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting us as artists, as queer and trans people, and for supporting the community as well. We want to also give a thank you to A and to Lisa. These are two fabulous artists. If you have any photography or cinematography needs, they're very special. And we want to give a thanks to the city of West Hollywood, and we have one of our council members here and our poet laureate here, and they made this all possible with a grant to support trans artists.
Thank you, folks. Thank you for coming. Key of D, right?
Yeah, I think so. So the flute brings the invisible into the visible as a metaphor for the indigenous people. Thank you for letting me be here and participate.